Hello everyone, welcome back to Games on Fast Forward. We got a game within a game, I believe so, because it's a real heist in UFO 50, ran by Declined. Yours truly.
Hello.
You guys wanna introduce yourself?
So I am a UFO 50 runner. I'm the world record holder for Rail Heist Gold and Rail Heist Cherry. And then for commentary, I have Uncle Slam.
Hello, I speedrun the game immediately to the right of Rail Heist in the collection.
Yeah, he speedruns this one. So, not too far off.
28, 29, basically the same number, right?
Yeah, it's the same one. And then I'll just start this.
Yep.
And we'll get into the actual game.
Yep, so to give you guys an idea of what you're about to see, Rail Heist is a 2D action platformer stealth game. Some people also call it an immersive sim. So basically what you're going to be seeing here in the demo, you're playing as the robbers, effectively trying to rob each train in the series of 20 of their goods. Most of the time it's going to be money. There are some with other conditions as well. And these lawmen here are going to try to stop you. Now this is, the standard movement see here, like jump in, roll in, you got a couple of movement options, and this is about what you would do casually. What you are about to see in this run is definitely not that. And I'll leave it at that for now.
Alright, well, if you both are ready, I'm ready to start.
Alright, let's
show
get
this off.
the show running.
I'm always ready for Rail Heist.
Ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so in a simple heist, all that movement we saw earlier, you can forget about it, because we have this thing called punch boost in. Basically, how this works is when you punch in the air and hit the opposite direction you're facing on the D-pad, you get a heck of a lot of momentum added to yourself, and you can just zip across the map like that. It is easily the fastest movement in this entire game, and it is used in effectively every level except like maybe one, but there's a reason for that. So right here, one thing that Musically Declined is going to be doing a lot in this run is knocking out these lawmen, because when they do that on their turns, they can't really act or react to you. And that's very good for getting where we need to safely, because if they see you, they will shoot you, and you can only take one bullet before you die. Very realistic in that sense. And ideally, we don't do that at any point in this run, because then we just have to start the whole level over. You can see here, Dynamite does a great job at destroying parts of the map for us. Looks like we're going to not quite make it back to Big Blue here, because in addition to robbing the train, you actually need to exist as well. So this kind of illustrates what the lawmen do on their turn. So if they hear any noises or catch winds that you're there, a lot of the time they will go investigate whatever they think they saw or heard. So in that case, they basically just all went to explore one of those two explosions that we saw. The strat... Oh, you do something different than what I've seen before. Interesting.
I don't do one cycle. I do 2 cycle.
Yeah, there's a 6 strat in that level where if you throw the crate in front of that lawman and then jump in front of him while the crate is still airborne, he'll shoot you, but instead hit the crate because it's still airborne between you. It's really sick, but it is.
It's really tight. I don't think it's run viable at all.
Yeah, so this level right here, you're meant to go all the way to the right, then all the way to the left to get this money crate. Instead, you can just cheat using that chicken and finish this level, which normally takes probably 30 seconds into a 9 seconds endeavor. And you pulled off the really swaggy version of that where you do the roll jump. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So a lot of the time when Declined needs to reset a level here, it will be faster to just jump off the train and manually reset that way rather than reset the whole game entirely. The way UFO 50 works is you can reset any game at any point, basically. And sometimes that's more convenient than others. Oof. Yeah, this level, guarded by Get, is... It's a level.
This is probably the hardest level in the run.
Yeah, you've got that part at the end where you really need to thread a needle between the Gatling gun that's active and those lawmen underneath there, because there's like a very small amount of height you can have where neither of them will shoot at you. Because even if it's your turn, if they see you, they will shoot you on sight, and that's again very inconvenient for our purposes here. The amount of time you have like to get all the way to one end of the map here, all the way back, is also very slim. Because you see, we only have about 9 or 10 seconds for our turn, and it takes about 4 to get to the other side. Okay, that's good.
You can do that in one cycle, but...
Mm-hmm. One thing that's also important to note is that Declined is run in the cherry category for this game, so every one of these levels there are 3 bonus stars you can get as well based on how well you do. The first one, which is the easiest one to get for our purposes, is the Speed Star. Basically, there's a certain time threshold that the game wants you to beat the level in, and if we beat it fast enough, then we get that star. The other 2 are the Devil Star and the Angel Star, and we get those based on if we have killed all of the lawmen in a level, or if all of them survive. Most of the time we want all of them to survive, because it takes time to kill all of them. There is going to be one notable exception to that rule.
Oh no, I'm doing pacifist.
Oh, you're doing oh, okay. Interesting. Is that going to be just for the lulz, or?
Yeah, I don't do safe strats in marathons.
Fair enough. Yeah, so in this level, we're going to see a very interesting mechanic where ladders act kind of oddly. All these actions that Declined is doing may look a little random with, like where that switch in that barrel is placed, like why he just destroyed a block in the floor there. But ladders, if you hop on one while you're mid-air like that, you can just zip all the way to the end of where you have space. So the game basically tries to push you as far right as it can when you climb a ladder in that particular way. There are a lot of like moving parts to how that works that I am not going to get into here because I don't understand it quite well enough to say. But basically, the game does not like when the top part of your body is taking up the space that another block is, and will try to push you out however it can. So there are other zips you'll see in this run that work kind of similarly, but like have their own little flashiness to them as well. Alright, going into Darren Duo here. So this is the first level that introduces multiple different robbers at once. As your turns go, they will alternate between these 2 here. I believe their names are Dodger and Bandit, yes? Brand, that's it. Yeah, so basically, every time it's your turn, it'll switch. Oh yeah, there's another zip for you, where if you line up those barrels like so, the game will try to push you downwards, which is conveniently where the second crate of money is that we need. So that saves the whole endeavor of like trying to hit a switch, go all the way over, while the lawmen are panicked. This level is called Root Around, and the gimmick here is that all of the money is actually hidden inside these barrels, and casually you're meant to figure out, like, okay, which barrels are they hidden in? But since Declined has played this quite a lot, we already have a good idea where we need to be and to go for it. So, got a few barrels of collateral damage there, but we got what we needed, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so this level Cowpoke introduces the cow, which I don't know if we ever actually panic at any point in this run, do we?
No.
No, I didn't think so, yeah.
We do
the
not
cow
panic
is
the cow.
Yeah, cows have a really interesting mechanic where if they hear a loud noise, so basically a gunshot or a TNT explosion, they will panic and run forward as far as they basically can. There is a limit to how far they go, and it's very useful because you can use them as moving platforms to some extent, but there's a whole animation that goes that pauses the timer. It's a whole deal that we don't really need to deal with. Also, when we roll here with Maria, we should, zip all the way to the horse. So now the tricky part is just get into the same spot and doing the same with our second crook here, and already we're done with that level. Yeah, this is spatially one of the longest levels in the game. It's literally called Lawn Hall. And yeah, there are quite a few cars here to maneuver your way through, and a lot of lawmen. Now, it's really important that you don't get in the line of sight of a lawman who is active when there's a lawman between yourself and the active lawman, because they do not care about friendly fire at all. They will just shoot on sight no matter what's between you two. And since we're going for Cherry here, we want to make sure we have the Angel Star. You're not really seeing the animations play. If this was a gold run, if we only got the Time Star, for example, because sometimes that's faster if we're just looking at an IL basis, it would be faster to actually just let the animation play out. But in this case, because we're doing the Cherry run, you see Declined is manually reset in after every single level, and that's like, what, half a second faster, I think?
About, yeah. It saves about 20 seconds over the course of the run.
Yeah, which, yeah, 20 levels. Yeah, so it'd be about like somewhere between half a second and a second. Let's see here. Yeah, so that level right there, we kind of missed it, but we just needed to leave with full ammo. That's kind of the one gimmick of that level. There's no money. It's just like, hey, we have run out of ammo, even though we barely used the gun at this point in the run. In this level, we absolutely... Yeah, in this level, we basically absolutely need to for speed, because this level just sucks. In the speedrun, casually, it's just a... I mean, it's well made. It's just not all that fun, in my personal opinion. We're basically both
fun. I've grown to like it.
Yeah, it definitely has its charm. It's just like, I'm not sure anyone is calling it their favorite.
Yeah, it's just this one part.
Yeah,
just that.
Yeah, basically the whole gimmick is like both cars are completely sealed by blocks that are very, very hard to break. So you get explosive bullets to take care of that. One thing about guns is that when you load them up, at that point you're very limited in your actions. So the only things you can really do are move around, climb ladders, and then shoot the gun. So you can't punch, you can't pick anything up. You're very limited in your mobility at that point. So since this run doesn't really use a whole lot of bullets, typically that's not much of an issue. But casually, it's definitely something you need to mind as you go.
Time for normally you do this level by killing these lawmen. I'll just show it off. Why not? Normally you do that to kill them. However,
just jumped on the pile.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get it is a frame perfect, but
yeah, this is definitely. Okay. Oh wow, second try is really good there. Yeah, so right there was basically the same zip you saw before, but because a space opened up before the very end of the train, it works out that it's faster to go across that way, and we don't have to worry about actually falling off on the side. Very nice. Yeah. So lore-wise, basically all that happens there is the lawman found our base and blew up the godmother, so to speak, that leads it all. And now we have to kill the sheriff. So what Declined is going to do here is he's going to set this up in a way where that lawman is going to climb up. And on our turn, we're going to automatically punch him while also hitting the switch that opens up those blocks. And as the lawman is going through it, it triggers on the sheriff, and he just dies on the spot. It is a very snazzy trick. Oh, nice.
I almost got it.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different ways to do that level, but that is, like, easily one of the most fun. Alright, very nice. And just like that, we are on the last level. So this is basically, you know, like one final Hail Mary. It is a double... I almost said double cowboy mission. I guess we're all cowboys. Double bandit mission here. Where normally you're meant to go through a very long, arduous process where Maria there has to trigger the switch on and off while the other robber is, you know, going through different parts of the rightmost car. We're not going to do that, though, because like we saw earlier, we have zips at our disposal. Yeah, so you can see there are a bunch of those gears that will trigger depending on, you know, like what position the switch is in. But if we do a roll jump like that into a zip, we can just, like, skip all of that. Now we still need to get past this guy right here, but we won't have too much trouble with that. And since Big Blue, our lovely horse, is going to spawn on the right side of the train, Maria's just going to stand lookout here until we get the last of the money. Ooh.
Damn. That sucks. You want to explain why I put Maria, like, on a box?
Yeah, so basically, when certain actions happen in this game, they can still trigger things that are, how do I put it? I'm not the best with words, but I'll do my best. So in certain cutscenes, actions and reactions can still take place. So if whatever is underneath Maria's feet there is destroyed, even if she doesn't have control and we're technically in a cutscene, her physics are still active. So when our horse gets here and we leave with our first bandit here, the block underneath her feet will actually be destroyed at the perfect time where she's able to also fall on the horse. So we don't have to wait for her move in order to finish up. I hope I explained that well. You'll know it when you see it.
You'll see if I can walk in. That's crazy. I did the frame perfect.
Yeah, as you might imagine, since this is the last level, it is not trivial. Yeah, and that punch boost jump that Declines is trying to do with Maria at the start there, that is a very, very tight window to make that work. You can make it much easier for yourself for putting these blocks further to the right, but ain't nobody got time for that.
I might have to do it at this point. Okay, there we go. No way.
Again.
No way.
Oh,
dude.
it happened again.
You're too good at the frame perfects.
I do that. I've lost way too many runs to doing that.
Nice.
No.
God.
Oh, that was interesting. It looked like you had like pseudo coyote time there.
Yeah, it gets weird. This jump is just overall very, very weird. 'Cause sometimes you can make it with the coyote time, and other times you can't. There we go.
So doing the setup with Maria again. Alright, so here we've got the last of the money. Mr. Blue is ready to go. And by taking that box, yeah, we get our last two. Oh, that's time, by the way.
Oh, that's time. Okay.
Yeah, it's time.
Jeez.
Yes, right there we get the last two bandits on the horse in one fell swoop. Do we want to check to confirm? Oh wait, yeah, I saw the cherry. Duh.
Yeah. It's not a repeated cherry rush, okay?
Yeah, it's really easy if you're not careful to accidentally get only 1 star on one of the levels instead of 2, which you ideally get in every single level. So if you accidentally miss one, then you have to go back and like figure out like what you missed.
And we can see now the cart's red instead of blue, like it was at the beginning. And about 15-18 was the final time.
That is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's not bad. It could have been. I mean, if I didn't lose like 3 minutes on on the final level. It could have been pretty good.
I mean, it was only the one level though, to be fair. Like everything else went like pretty smoothly.
Yeah, and a little bit unguarded.
A little bit, yeah. But guarded by Gad is guarded by Gad. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's not a very consistent level, but overall, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, GG's. Anything else you want to say before we transition?
This game's amazing. Please play it.
Agreed.
It's
Not just Rail Heist, like all 50.
Oh wait,
I mean,
actually
mainly
worth your
Rail
time.
Heist, but yeah, the other 49 are pretty good too.
we have a donation from He Who MR Is Myself. Do you guys know him? Know them?
Yeah,
Oh,
$20.
450
Appreciated.
community, but yeah,
Thanks,
this
Ethan.
game's amazing. It's probably my favorite speedrun category, and it's in a game with 50 other games.
But
Yeah, if the movement looked flashy to you guys, I promise it is it is as hard as it looks, but there are so many other ways you can play the game and beat those levels.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend giving it a try. Like Rail Heist is one of my 5 favorites in the entire collection. So, and I don't even speedrun it. So,
it's even something like Old Devil Stars. It just turns into like a completely different run. Every level you have to approach differently. It's a really enjoyable game.
yeah, a lot of variety too. It's one of the only, if not the only game in the collection too that I know that has been beaten blindfolded. I guess technically Quiver Race has. Yeah, okay.
yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
one of
guys.
very few.
But that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you for running. Thank you for commentating, and we'll see you in the next game.
Peace out.